Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in St. Louis to try to avenge yesterday's loss when Jonathan just did not have it. You know, that happens in baseball sometimes, even to us. Middle game of a 3-game set, and then we'll have another off day, so tomorrow's game will feature the bench again. But today is the regular lineup. Take a look right now at the Cardinals lineup. Looks like the same one we saw yesterday. And we've got Jackal on the mound. I don't remember off the top of my head if we have seen him yet or not. I want to say that we have, but I'm not confident in that. Kester at the plate to lead things off. Jackal winds and delivers a... I think it might have been a screwball. Up the middle for Kester, and that'll fall in for a leadoff single to open the game. Marvin to the plate now, batting left-handed. That fastball goes outside. That one is too high. 3-0 the count. Back towards the middle, Jackal gets a glove on it. And the Cardinals are able to get the out at second. So very nearly a hit, but Jackal able to slow it down enough for the Cardinals to record their first out. So 1 on, 1 out for Chief. First pitch called a strike. Marvin takes off and he will be thrown out. So now the base is empty with 2 outs. Chief with a 1-1 count. There's a called strike. High hop, but it is foul down the third base side. Up the middle, Jackal knocks it down and he is stunned. It's going to go down as a hit. They're not even going to look at Jackal, apparently, so we're just going to move right along. Terry at the plate, 1 on, 2 outs. First pitch out of the zone. This one is pulled foul. 1-1. Up the middle, that'll be a base hit, and that would have been a run if Marvin had just stayed put. Puts runners on the corners, though, with 2 outs. Frank at the plate. He is behind on the first pitch. Or at least swung over it. This one gets away, but Chief won't try to score on it. Terry moves up to second. So now 2 runs in scoring position. 1-1 the count. Frank swings and misses. 1-2. In the dirt, make it 2-2. Hits this one, and it will get through the right side. 1 run already in. Terry on his way. He will score, and Frank cruises into second on that throw home. So the Squirrels take the early 2-0 lead. Runner still in scoring position for Tom, who hits a ground ball to Pujols. He'll take care of that and end the inning. But the Squirrels, after a bit of an adventure, do manage to score 2 to open the game. Juan Pierre will lead things off for the Cardinals. You'll see we have our normal defensive, normal everything lineup in. Graves will be on the mound. First pitch to Juan Pierre is called a strike. Grounds this one to Kester. 1 down, Nick Punto at the plate. First pitch called a strike. Another called strike. Yeah, this pitch misses. Punto lays off. Comes back with the fastball, and that's fouled straight back. Still 1-2. Little pop-up, that's going... Oh, no, it's not going to land. Joey makes a leaping grab, and that gives the Cardinals 2 outs in the inning. Albert Pujols at the plate. Nobody on base. First pitch is inside. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Grounds this one to second, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. Squirrels lead 2-0 as we go into the second, where Zach will lead things off. First pitch to Zach is hit right down the first base line and past Pujols. Leadoff single. That'll bring Joey to the plate. He looks at strike one. Pops this one up, but I think it's going to make the seats. And it does, right by the first base dugout. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll bring Graves to the plate. His 175 might be his best average so far in his career. He's been a very light hitting pitcher. But we'll see what he does here. It's 175 is not zero. Grounds this one to first. Pujols to second. As Turris back to first, not in time. 2 away. Runner on first. Kester, who already has a base hit in the game, looks at strike one on that screwball. Ground ball to short is Turris to first, and that'll end the top of the second. 2-0 Squirrels. The Cardinals will start off with Juan Encarnacion. First pitch popped up. Tom waiting on it. He does make the grab. 1 down. Chris Burke at the plate. I know I wrote it yesterday, so I probably didn't get a chance to say it. So the Cardinals, on back-to-back days, made 2 separate trades with the Diamondbacks. First one was Echo for Connor Jackson, and the second one was Aaron Miles for Chris Burke. And Burke, you see in that at-bat, went back up the middle for a single. He's now trying to steal second, and he will not make it. Tom, not with his greatest throw, but good enough. So Tom is hard to run on, but Graves is a pitcher you can run off of. If we're going to give up stolen bases, it's usually to Graves and Pauly. Is Turris, grounds out to first, and that will end the second inning. We go into the third. Squirrels still leading 2-0. Marvin will lead things off. Marvin ground out in his first at-bat. Well, I guess he actually ground into a fielder's choice, really. That's a true ground out there. 1 down. Chief had a single up the middle that shook up Jackal a little bit, though it doesn't seem to have affected his pitching in the last inning and change now. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 away, Terry at the plate. He also got a base hit up the middle. And both Chief and Terry came around to score on Frank's hit, which we'll maybe get to in this inning. We'll see. 2-0 the count on Terry. He looks at strike one. This one's too low. 3-1. Terry taking all the way. It is a full count. 2 outs, nobody on base. Swings at that one, pops it up for Moriarty, who makes the grab. So still 2-0 Squirrels lead as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Asdrubal Cabrera will lead things off for the Cardinals. First pitch called a strike. Another called strike. High hop. Graves catches it right on the rubber, turns to first, and fires over for the first out of the inning. That will bring Moriarty to the plate. He hits a ground ball to second, which Kester handles, no problem. 2 away, and Jackal at the plate now. 10 RBI for a pitcher, not too shabby. Neither is 224. First pitch is outside. Second pitch swung on and missed. Swing and a miss again. 1-2. This one misses outside. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Cardinals do go down in order, though they do have a hit to their name. Their lone base runner was thrown out stealing. Here in the 4th inning, Frank is going to lead things off. He got credit for a 2 RBI double. Really should have been a single, and then he advanced on the throw, but this game, I don't think, has that concept programmed into it. Lines this one into right. That's another base hit. So leadoff man aboard for the Squirrels. We'll bring Tom to the plate. He ground out to short, I believe, in his first at-bat, as he looks at strike 1. This one is down and out. 1-1. Misses again. 2-1. There's a called strike. Hits this one into center. Burke should have it, and he does. Frank a little far off, and he's going to get doubled up. Don't know where he thought he was going. Definitely not good base running there. So now the base is suddenly clear for Zach, and not in a good way. He swings and misses at the first pitch, as that one goes down and out. 1-1. And he, right on cue, gets a base hit into right field. So 1 on, 2 out. Joey at the plate. I think Joey struck out in his first at-bat, I think. Which would make him one of 2 strikeouts on the day for Jackal. I think the other one was Chief swinging. Joey definitely strikes out swinging in this at-bat, and that will end the top of the 4th. So 2-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Juan Pierre will lead things off again. Only 1 strikeout for Graves the first time through the order. Very uncharacteristic of him. And off the top of my head, I don't remember who that was, but I'm sure the game will let me know. Juan Pierre ground out, and he is behind 0-2 in this at-bat. Ground ball. Graves fields it himself on the third base side of the mound. He's able to get it back across for the first out of the inning. Nick Punto flew out in his first at-bat. I believe he actually didn't have a badly placed ball, but Joey was able to make a good play on it to keep the bases empty for Pujols, which is always a goal. Punto with a 3-0 count in this at-bat. Takes all the way for strike 1. This one almost hits him. That's a walk. The second Cardinals base runner of the day. Albert Pujols ground out to second, if I remember right. And this pitch is out of the zone. Graves suddenly having some trouble finding the zone. Gets a swing and a miss there. This one catches the inside corner. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pujols goes down on strikes. Juan Encarnacion fouled out to Tom in his first at-bat. He swings and misses at the first pitch here. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Graves gets around a 1-out walk. That does get the Cardinals out of order, though, so maybe they feel a little more hopeful. Still a 2-0 Squirrels lead as we move into the 5th, where Graves will lead things off at the plate. And Graves is actually going to get a base hit into right to lead off this 5th inning. So look at that. Kester now at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Looks at strike one. And this one down in the dirt. Hits this one. Well, Jackal actually fields it, gets it to second. No play at first. So one away, runner on first. Marvin has put the ball on the ground both times. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Hits this one, a little ground ball that Cabrera will field and gets the out at first. So that does move Kester into scoring position with Chief at the plate, who is 1 for 2 today. Grounds this one towards second, and that should end things, and it does. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. The Squirrels still leading 2-0. Chris Burke will lead things off for St. Louis. Oh yeah, Burke got the... I do remember that now. There was a whole big conversation about the transaction that brought him here. And he will get the Cardinals' second hit of the game as well. Leadoff man aboard. Cesar is Turris at the plate. He ground out to first, I think. Looks at strike one. Looks at... Oh, that's a ball inside. I thought that actually was going to catch the corner, but it did not. That backdoor slider does. 1 and 2. Grounds back to Graves. He goes to second. Joey on to first. Not in time. Asdrubal Cabrera at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch called a strike. This one is down and in. Called strike down in the zone. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Moriarty at the plate. He ground out in his first at-bat. Watches ball 1 to open this at-bat. Misses again. Takes off, and Cesar Turris is thrown out at second to end the inning. So we'll move into the 6th. The Squirrels still leading 2-0, where Terry will lead things off. Terry 1 for 2, single and a foul out. First pitch called a strike. A little pop fly. Punto makes the grab. Frank is 2 for 2 on the day. Should be a pair of singles, but he's getting credited with the double and the single. Looks at strike one. This pitch goes too high. Swing and a miss makes it 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Tom at the plate. He is 0 for 2, once on the ground and once in the air. Puts this one in the air and left. Juan Pierre will run it down. Pretty good play by him. So it's still a 2-0 game. Squirrels still ahead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, where Moriarty will lead things off. First pitch is a slider that goes too far inside. Grounds this one to third. Chief throws over. 1 down. Jackal struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Does look like the Cardinals plan to send him out there in the 7th, which, you know, really not a bad idea. He gave up those 2 runs early, but not a lot since. Certainly no runs. Hits a little blooper towards first. Harry picks it up on a short hop and steps on the bag. That'll bring Juan Pierre back to the plate. He is ground out in both at-bats. Fouls this one off his foot. And this changeup is too far inside. Hits this one up towards the middle. Joey's able to glove it and throw it over. And that will bring us into the 7th inning. Zach due up first, which means we're going to get a pinch hitter for Graves. Who that pinch hitter is, though, we'll find out in a moment. Zach is 2 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 1. He goes towards the middle, and it'll get through for another base hit. He is 3 for 3 on the day. Joey has struck out in both of his at-bats today. Zach takes off, but the ball is fouled away. Up the middle, that'll be a base hit. Oh, and it looks like Isturis might have hurt himself diving for that one. Oh, and he's going to stay in. So we are going to send Sweeney up to the plate. Two runners aboard, nobody out. And Sweeney watches the first pitch down and out. Hits this one. Will it stay fair? It does. Zach on his way home. That's an RBI double for Sweeney. Makes it 3-0 Squirrels. And I think maybe the Cardinals have left Jackal out there an inning too long. Kester at the plate now. Still 2 on. Nobody out. First pitch called a strike. And that one just about gets away. Good stop by Moriarty. Kester with a base hit into left. Another run in makes it 4-0 Squirrels. Runners on the corners, and the Cardinals now go to their bullpen and find Craig Breslow to try to keep this remotely close. But this game is quickly slipping away from St. Louis. Marvin now batting right-handed. He's ground out in every at-bat so far. Grounds to this one. They go home with it. So Marvin will reach. Bases loaded for Chief. Still nobody out. First pitch called a strike. This one gets away. And that will score a run. Sweeney gets in there to make it 5-0 Squirrels. And this is turned quickly. Swing and a miss. Chief has a 1-2 count. He hits to short. They throw home again, and it's not going to be in time. Kester scores on that one to make it 6-0. 2 runners still on, and still nobody out. Terry at the plate. This inning has gone very sideways for the Cardinals. Terry's going to come up with a base hit into right center. Marvin will cruise home. 7-0 Squirrels, and this has turned into a laugher. Frank at the plate now, 2 on. Nobody out still as he looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. And this is the 7th batter the Squirrels have caught up there, and Frank comes up with a base hit into the corner in right. 1 run already in. Terry stops at third, another RBI double. That'll bring Tom to the plate. 2 runners in scoring position. Squirrels have now officially batted around. And Tom is going to hit a home run over the left field bullpen. A 413-foot shot, his 5th of the year, which is actually a little low for him. That makes it an 11-0 game, and this has just completely gotten away from the Cardinals. And may I remind you, the Cardinals have still not recorded an out. Zach, in his second at-bat in this inning, has a 1-1 count. He has not been retired today. Has a 2-1 count now. This one will hook foul. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the 10th batter of the inning. The Cardinals finally record their first out of the 7th. Joey 1 for 3. His second at-bat of the inning. Has a 2-0 count. He did get his first hit of the game earlier in this inning. Swing and a miss. That makes it 2-2. Looks at strike 3. Sweeney back at the plate, and the Cardinals go back to their bullpen and find Malaska. No, I thought I was being optimistic by putting Sweeney in and thinking the third out would come on the number 3 or 4 hole hitter. Who knew he might possibly make the last out of the inning? Gosh, 11 in this inning. That's pretty incredible even for us. Sweeney strikes out. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. Suddenly a very different game as the Squirrels scored 9 in that inning. Nick Punto due up on the other side. Alright, we did pinch hit. This is, like I said, at the time it was a 2-0 game. Now a very different set of circumstances. We'll still go with Jones. We will put him into Joey's spot. Sweeney should be able to play short, especially in this lopsided of a game. Alright, Nick Punto is 0 for 1. He did draw a walk in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 to open this at-bat. That breaking ball in the dirt. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Fouled away. This one into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. So that will bring Albert Pujols to the plate. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch, a breaking ball for a strike. Pujols behind on that fastball. This one just misses. 1-2. Goes back to the breaking ball and gets a swing and a miss. 1 away, Juan Encarnacion. He's 0 for 2 today. Fouled out and struck out. It's a line drive, but it's going to be foul down the right field, or left field line rather. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Runner takes off, but the pitch fouled away. This one hit through the left side of the infield, so the Cardinals with a couple base runners on. That'll bring Chris Burke to the plate. He's gotten a couple hits today. Swings and misses at that breaking ball. And that one scooped out of the dirt. Jones throwing a lot more breaking balls than usual today. That one's fouled away. 1-2. Swing and a miss on another breaking ball. 2 down. Cesar Izturis at the plate. He fouls the first pitch away. This one misses outside. It's going to be a base hit into left. The Cardinals trying to score a run, and they will. So at least they're not being shut out now. 11-1 to score. Asdrubal Cabrera looks at strike 1. Jones already getting tired. Has an 0-2 count on Cabrera. Little ground ball. Kester picks it up, throws it over, and that will end the inning. We go into the 8th inning. Squirrels leading 11-1. Kester will lead things off at the plate. Kester 2 for 4 today. Fouls the first pitch away. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. That's going to be a line drive, but Punto jumps up and makes the grab before it can find the outfield. Marvin 0 for 4 on the day. Back batting left-handed. He is behind 0-2. grounds this one right to Punto at third. 2 down. That'll bring Chief to the plate. Did get a hit back in his first at bat. Hasn't gotten a hit since. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Swings and misses again. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Still an 11-1 Squirrels lead. Moriarty is due up. Alright, we're going to see if Jones can get us through this inning. Won't be surprised if he doesn't, but we're going to give it a shot. Has Moriarty down 0-2. And that will be fouled away. Foul tip, that's strike 3. Alaska is going to be lifted for Troy Gloss. Jones is gassed, but we're gonna see what happens here. So we've got some cushion. Gloss swings and misses at the first pitch. Probably expecting a little more gas out of Jones, and it's not there. This one hit just through the right side of the infield. I thought actually Kester might get that one, but no luck. Juan Pierre's ground out in all 3 at-bats. He puts this into right. And, yeah, we'll see what Punto does. If he can't get an out here, I think we're going to have to lift him, which I really didn't want to have to waste another arm today, but ground ball up the middle. It will be a base hit. Does not score a run. But with Pujols up, I think we gonna have to make a change. Did not want to do that, but let's go back to Zap. Let's see. Chief made that last out. There we go. Got things like we want it now. So bases are loaded. There's 1 out. Albert Pujols at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Zap, who did pitch a couple innings yesterday, back on the mound. Gets a swing and a miss out of Pujols. This one out of the zone. Swing and a miss again. 1-2. Ground ball. Will this be a double play? It sure is. Squirrels get out of the inning without giving up a run. So we'll go into the 9th inning. Squirrels leading 11-1. And Terry will lead things off. The Cardinals will go with Moylan at the plate. That's what I thought. Peter Moylan. Wes Helms is going to come in and play first base. Terry, 2 for 4 so far. Hits this one to short as Turris makes the throw, and it's not in time. That's going to be an infield single. Frank, 3 for 4 on the day. Grounds 1 to third, Punto to second, back on to first, and that is a double play. Alright, so base is empty with 2 outs now. Tom homered in his last at-bat, a 3-run shot. Flies this one into center field. Chris Burke makes the play. So we go to the bottom of the 9th with the Cardinals down 10. Juan Encarnacion will come up to lead things off. He is 1 for 3 today. Zap starts off with a change-up for strike. This one, ground foul down the first base line. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Chris Burke is 2 for 3 on the day. That one sails on Zap. This is going to be up the middle for a base hit. So Chris Burke's had a good day, even if very few other Cardinals have had one. Cesar is Turris, 1 for 3 so far. Looks at strike one. Pops this one up. Tom waiting for it in foul ground, and he does make the grab. Asdrubal Cabrera 0 for 3, and right now the Cardinals' last chance. First pitch out of the zone. I think that one might have sailed on Zap a little bit too. This one outside. Here's a ground ball. Zap handles it himself, throws to first, and that puts an end to this game, which turned just miserable for the Cardinals. Your final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 11, St. Louis Cardinals 1. So I would say that avenges the loss yesterday. Alright, Frank, your player of the game for his 2 RBI single back in the first. So thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got a rubber game with the Cardinals here tomorrow. We will see you then.